Greetings and welcome back to some more Formula 1 racing. It is round 17. We are in the City of Fire, more commonly known as Baku, the capital of Azerbaijan, and that obviously means we are getting ready for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. And as I said, round 17, we are slowly but surely making our way towards the tail end of this championship. And if we have a quick look here, you can see we are currently sitting on 120 points in both championships, due to the fact that we are the only Haas driver who have managed to score any points this season. So we are carrying the team at the moment. Ollie, however, was very close in the last race, and spoilers if you haven't seen that episode, which obviously I would highly suggest, but we ended up grabbing yet another podium. This is our fourth podium this season, and once again we finished third. We were very close to securing our second place on the podium for the first time, but it wasn't to be. Verstappen managed to pick us off right at the end, and the Dutchman, who currently is leading the Drivers' World Championship by 6 points to Lando Norris, he was on fire in that specific race. But yeah, Charles Leclerc managed to win Ferrari's home Grand Prix, and Lewis Hamilton unfortunately wasn't as lucky. He finished fourth behind us. He made a very late stop, which ended up costing him a potential podium spot. But now we are here for Azerbaijan. It's 26 laps that makes up this race, and let's just quickly have a look here, because as you can see here, the engine is getting quite worn. Unfortunately, we are not at a point yet where it makes sense to take new components. However, I think going into Singapore we might take some new components, also because we have a couple of races in the United States coming up, which obviously we want to do well at home for the team. But yeah, this one, it could be a little bit tricky, but I mean, there's only one way to find out. We have to get qualifying going before we can see how the race goes. Just quickly, the weather forecast. It's dry for once. The last couple of races we've had some changeable conditions that definitely has helped us. But this time around, it doesn't look like we are as lucky. And as you saw there as well, we have two new updates heading into this race. It is both weight reduction, so we should be a little bit more rapid in a straight line, but obviously with the worn engine, maybe it equals out quite nicely, hopefully. But there's only one way to find out, and that is to head into qualifying. So let's get going and see where we can put the car on the grid.
It is a truly unique layout. Welcome to Baku and welcome to qualifying.
And look at this, a very beautiful city, if I do have to say so myself. The architecture is it is quite spectacular, and there we are sitting in the car getting ready for qualifying, and we just have to do our best. At the moment, we can't really do anything more than that. And we're going to take 3 laps worth of fuel. Usually works out quite nicely. And I think maybe we just want to be early out on the track. Park for May.
Okay, that's all the checks complete. We're ready to go.
All good. Let's get going here in Q1. Hopefully it shouldn't be any problem getting out of the first qualifying session, despite our worn engine. I hope not, at least. And this very difficult pit exit, I do have to say. But yeah, the pit entry and the pit exit here at Baku, very spectacular. And you'll see that once we have to go back into the pits again, that the pit entry here, you're carrying a lot of speed into a very fast kink before the pit line. So there's room for mistakes, or there's no room for mistakes, should I say, rather. Sorry. And we are just behind, is that Alonso, I think? Yeah, it is Fernando Alonso, the lead Aston Martin. And here we have this spectacular corner, the narrowest corner on the Formula 1 calendar. I think it's around 8 meters across, which means technically you could fit 2 cars side by side through there, but practically it's not really possible because of the profiling of the corner. But here we go, ready to get things rolling. In qualifying, the run to the line is very long, very far. So here we go. We have to start early, and now we have basically started our lap already now, because the drag into turn 1 is so long. We're already quite low on ERS. But yeah, turn 1, heavy braking zone. Slightly missed the apex there. Be careful not to hit that wall on the exit. Same here. Now we blast a little bit of battery. Heading into turn 3. Early on the brakes here. You need to get the turn in. There we go. Ooh, a bit of a tank slapper. But it's all good. So far, it's only really turn 1 that has posed a problem, but that could be about to change. Here we go, green sector 1, all looking good. Now we're heading into the castle section, slightly outbraking myself there, and now this one you have to commit to, and we commit, and thankfully it's not something that spells disaster for us. We were quite lucky with that one. Careful on track limits here, because the track falls back in on you. And now the last proper corner before the blast onto the start-finish straight. These kinks basically don't count for anything. And here we go. We have to be smart with the ERS usage, otherwise we're going to run out before the line. But here we go, across the line, and it is slower than both Aston Martins. A Stroll ahead of Alonso. That says quite a lot, I think. But we are ahead of Russell. Alright, Charles Leclerc, provisional fastest. But now it's Lewis Hamilton. Russell really struggling, it seems.
Understood. Stopping this lap.
It was a similar story in at Monza. Last time out, he got out-qualified for the first time, I think, this season by his less experienced and younger teammate, Antonelli. And at the moment, it looks like we might have to go again.
Less than 1 lap of fuel left now. The tank's pretty much empty.
That's not going to be a problem, Mark. No worries. But yeah, we need to maybe find a little bit more. Because, I mean, P7 at the moment, it depends on who has actually posted the lap time. Because if all of the fast guys have already posted laps, then it shouldn't be a problem. On the other hand, if we're still yet to see, you know, the likes of... who would that be? That would be Yuki Tsunoda, Hulkenberg ahead of us. Wow, okay. There's been a mix-up here, it seems. It's been mixed up here for this qualifying session. And here you get to see the pit entry. Very fast, very technical. But at the moment, P8, we're behind Alonso, behind Hulkenberg, and behind Stroll. Those are drivers I would very much like to be faster than. But it doesn't seem like it's in the cards for us with the lack of power, unfortunately. That's a shame. That's a real shame, if that is the case. I mean, we shouldn't get too mopey just yet. We're still in the top 10. And at the moment... Oh, okay. Still... Ooh. Yeah, no. There's still a bunch of drivers who are yet to post their first laps. So we're probably going to drop like a stone. Alex Albon faster than us. And who else was faster than us? Carlos Sainz in the other Williams all the way up to P4. Where are we actually losing the majority of our lap time? It is in, if we just compare to Fernando Alonso, because he's pretty much the slowest first sector of the people who are in front of us. And we are losing about 4/10 to Fernando in the first sector. The two other sectors we are decent in. We're actually faster than him in the second sector. And in the third sector we are quite evenly matched, but 4/10 is the loss in the first sector. Wow. I mean, we did outbrake ourselves into turn 2, so that could be the thing. Just gonna sit in the pits, wait a moment before we get going again. We're currently 14th. Is our teammate ahead of us? No, he isn't. But Russell is dangerously close, so is Lawson. I would also say Gabby probably has it in him to actually go ahead of us.
Right, the car's ready. Let's get it out there.
So we need to go again. We need to give it another shot and try and find those 3 to 4/10 that we lost in the first sector. But I have a good idea of where those can be found. I'm pretty sure it's turns 1 and 2. Mainly, at least. Because the braking zone is a little bit tricky for turn 2 especially. If you don't get the turn in correctly, you're gonna understeer into the wall pretty much. But if you get the turn in correctly, you can brake significantly later. And also we lost a lot of time here in turn 3.
Okay, just 2 laps of fuel remaining now.
So potentially we do have what it takes to actually, you know, break into the top 10. Despite our engine problems, which we probably should have taken a new component, especially the ICE. It's very close to breaking, so we might get our first engine failure. Whoa! Did we knock the front wing there? I don't think we did. We got away scot-free.
We've been pushed down into P14.
But I mean, we're not the only of the top drivers who are finding it difficult to actually break into the top 10. You see, Lando Norris is just ahead of us. Alright, let's give this another shot, shall we? See what we can do. We start the lap earlier this time. Get a good run into turn 1. Use a little bit of energy. Not too much, because we do want to save up some energy for later on. But here we go. Let's see what we can do. Into turn 1. Braking much better. We already gain a 10th there. Now into turn 2. Oh, that was not good. We lost a lot of time there. Pretty much all the time we gained in turn 1 we lost in turn 2. Now turn 3. No, we're breaking off this lap and we are recharging the car. What does the tyre say? We can go another attempt. That was such a clumsy first attempt. There we go. Alright, car is recharged. We should have enough fuel to actually make it all the way. Shouldn't be a problem. Otherwise we're just going to lift and coast most of the way. We are driving into so many walls. It's a little bit clumsy from my side. I do apologize. Fuel 1.6 liters, or 1.6 laps, sorry. But 1.6 liters, we wouldn't even make it to the pits on that amount of fuel. Here we go. Let's try this again.
Okay, we've dropped into P14 now.
Let's give this another try and see if we can do it better this time. Let's not be too hasty. We do actually need to make it through this time. Let's go again, see what we can do. Turn 1 was good, but turn 2 was really clumsy. So into turn 1, braking nice and comfortable. And now we need to get to turn 2 correct. It's such a difficult corner, but we didn't lose too much. We're 1/10 up on our previous best. Now into turn 3. Oh, we touched the wall. Ah, that's it. There we go. And we might actually be out in Q1 if anyone improves.
Mind that front wing, it's going to need replacing if it takes too much damage.
There's not enough time that we can actually make it back to the pits, and we don't have enough fuel to try again.
Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap.
We are at the mercy of all of the other drivers behind us right now. The 5 drivers sitting behind us, we're at mercy from them.
Okay, take it easy on the car, we can't sustain this level of damage.
I get it, Mark, I get it. And we might actually be out here, because I do think at least Russell has what it takes. But he has also been a poor qualifier the last couple of races, so I'm crossing my fingers. And having to push this hard this early on in qualifying is it is a bit of a problem. I do think if we get knocked out here in Q1, might actually just switch the whole engine then, take new parts, because
we've been pushed down into P14.
We wouldn't lose that much in terms of picking up the penalty. But here we go, into the pits. We can't do any more. And now we are at the mercy of the drivers behind us. Crossing my fingers, crossing my everything to see what happens. Hopefully we make it through. But on the other hand, if we don't, we are taking a completely new engine unit. We are overhauling the engine and we are getting rid of this old engine here. Let's see. What is it going to be? What's it going to be? We're not going to make it out. 16 seconds to go. I think we got knocked out there. And let's see. Yeah, we did. Ah, that sucks, man. And it's not by much as well. Ah, that sucks. Yeah, Gabriel Bortoletto ends up making it through to Q2. And we don't. I said it, George Russell as well, at P13, manages to get through. That sucks, but again, oh, apologies. Ooh, got something stuck in my throat there. Yeah, Baku is a very difficult circuit, actually, mainly due to the fact that the walls are quite close. Most of the circuits, you do have a lot of, you do have some playing room. You know, even Monaco, it's the racing line is not necessarily right up against the wall all the time. But Baku, it's also tricky because most corners are actually they fall away from the apex. but it is what it is. But here we go. We're taking a completely new engine unit as a result of that poor qualifying. We're going to get a hefty penalty, but I mean, who really cares at this point? If we start 16th or 20th, it doesn't really make any difference, does it? But here we go, 26 laps around Baku to see if we can actually manage to go from last place to somewhere useful. Maybe we can grab some points if the new engine is quite good. You never know. Our race starts have been quite good the last couple of races. I don't think we've lost positions off the line in the last, I want to say 3 Grand Prix. So we do have quite a strong weapon in our race starts. And obviously, depending on what side of the track we start on, it dictates how we approach turn 1 and turn 2. But realistically, we just want to make it through in one piece. But again, let's wait and see what happens. Yeah, top 10 in...
A warm welcome to you from Azadlik Square, heart of Baku.
Let's see.
And home, of course, of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. With high speeds, tight corners and few runoff zones, many are expecting a safety car here today. So our drivers will have to stay very much on their toes and hopefully out of the barriers. With 20 turns and a length of 3.7 miles, Baku City Circuit in the heart of the Azerbaijan capital is a real test of a driver's endurance, patience and precision. 90-degree corners through Sector 1, leading to a tightening uphill sprint as we start to circle around the old city. Then a 1.4-mile chase flat out through Sector 3 towards the finish line.
All right, let's see the grid.
Starting grid for today's race.
If there's any other changes. I'm also curious who
Verstappen put in a fantastic lap
Verstappen on pole.
And he'll start
I was curious.
From pole position. And it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Norris, George Russell, and Tsunoda.
Oh, wow.
Piastri, Sainz, Albon, and Fernando Alonso. Antonelli, Hulkenberg, Lance Stroll, and Gasly. Lawson, Behrman, Franco Colapinto, and Isaac Hadjar. Bortoletto, and Iceman. Now, it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track.
So Gabby actually also had a penalty looming.
And so we welcome you to the commentary box.
I'm surprised.
I'm Alex Jakes. Alongside me for this race, and it's going to be some race, is Anthony Davidson. I love this moment in the weekend. Put us in their shoes right now. What are they feeling on the grid?
You've got to know, you've got to have a pre-race game plan. You've watched videos before you get into the car of previous races gone by. You know where you have to place your car if X, Y, or Z happens in front of you or behind you. So having this clear game plan is absolutely essential before you get in the car.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
OK, mate, I know it's not a great position to be starting on the grid, and it also puts us slap bang in the middle of the danger zone where risk is high. So be careful, pick your battles, and let's see if we can pick a few positions off along the way.
Absolutely, Mark. And also thank you for the support on the live chat. I do think it should be possible. We have a much fresher engine in the back of our car. And we did see the likes of Bortoletto and, you know, some other drivers in recent races. They have taken a few penalties. So that tells me that the other drivers are also getting to a point now where engine components are starting to wear out. But yeah, we're starting at the back this time. Last to question mark challenge, I guess you could say. And unfortunately here at Baku, that means we're starting on the inside. And very important point that you make there. Focus on making clean moves. That is the play here today. Because I mean, getting a front wing chipped off by either one of the other drivers or, you know, contact with the wall, you're going to lose so much pace over the course of a lap. But, yeah, hopefully this new engine should be able to help us do well. And Baku is an easier track to overtake at, mainly because of the huge amount of 90-degree corners. So it's very stop-start around this lap here. Gives you great opportunity to actually set other drivers up, and especially into turn 3, because you have the 2 DRS zones just beforehand. So yeah, we are... I'm optimistic. I'm cautiously optimistic, as they say. But here we go. Behind Bortoletto, the man who knocked us out of Q1 had a penalty looming over himself. So in reality, he just did it to spite us. Which, that's a tad bit annoying, I do have to say, but we just have to work around it. And I mean, dropping 4 places from our original grid spot, it's not that.
No rain expected. No rain expected for the time being.
No rain, according to Mark. That is what we love to hear, because I think with the situation as it is right now, and us starting so far behind, I think a clean race without any weather is the thing that we're gonna need. But let's see. I mean, as the commentators said, a safety car is very much something that Baku sees quite frequently, I want to say, but I'm not quite sure on that one. Don't keep me up on that. But here we go. Last car on the grid lining up is going to be us. And here we go. We're straight into the starting procedure. The Azerbaijan Grand Prix is go. And we need to find our way here into turn 1. Not really feeling lucky enough to dive up the inside of any of the other drivers. Here we go on Hadjardo. Oh, we get tagged by the Frenchman on the exit. Let's be careful here. Heading into turn 3. Bortoletto putting pressure on our teammate as well, who in turn is putting pressure on the other Frenchman of Pierre Gasly. And we are up the inside of the Brazilian here. We're going to use a lot of ERS to try and get past him. He's on the inside though, around the outside of Gabby, and jumping the curb there. We're past him. So 2 positions made up here at the race start. Next up is Liam Lawson. Here we go. Let's see if we can get the New Zealander without any problems. And crucially, everyone around us starting on hards as well, so the tyre difference is nowhere to be found. Braking early. Oh, don't slam into the back of the V-carb, for goodness sake. Whatever you do, don't do that. And here we go. Let's see. We have a pretty trimmed out car for the race. Oh, the dirty air is absolutely disgusting. But here we go. Let's see if we can get Liam.
All right, let's focus now for the rest of the race.
And our teammate also making moves in front. It's a little bit difficult to gauge.
DRS is now available.
What to do here. Ollie in front of Gasly, it seems. Let's see if we can dive up the inside of Liam Lawson here. Here we go. That's a bit of a rash move, but we do get it, and we get the DRS as well. Let's see if we can get a 2-for-1 here. Ollie is vulnerable up the inside. Oh, he moves under braking. That was crazy. Whoa. We get tagged from behind, but we managed to keep it pointing the right direction. Oh my goodness, this has been a spicy opening. I think I don't think I got tagged. I actually think I tagged the wall there with the rear left tire. Oh my days. What a spicy opening to this race. Now Ollie is the next target. We need to get him cleanly, because he is our teammate after all, and we don't want a repeat of the British Grand Prix where we ended up colliding and ultimately destroying his chances of points. That's not what we want to do. We want to race fairly. But we have the faster car in a straight line. That is good to know. Seems like none of the other drivers have their cars trimmed out quite like we have. And we need to utilize that to our advantage. Here we go. Ollie getting the run on Gasly. Does he have what it takes? And we have the DRS as well. Gabby just within DRS range of ourselves as well. Into turn 1. Ollie going for the move. Whoa, almost losing the car there. And we're behind the 2 Alpines, trying to find our way past. And here we go. We're going to get past our teammate. He gets a poor exit. Here comes Gasly. Oh, it's a 3 wide. Oh my days. And we make a 2 for 1 here on both of them. Up next, Franco Colapinto. And we have had an absolutely flying start to this Grand Prix. Whew. This is a spicy one. And we're not even 4 laps into this race. Colapinto defending, feeling the heat already, the Argentine. It seems. Whew. It has been a spicy opening. Let's see if we can't get him. Gasly still ahead of our teammate. So Ollie really not profiting from that, what happened into turn 3. But we are putting the pressure on here in the opening laps of this race. And we also do need to save some tires, so we do need to be smart about how we go about racing here today. Let's see, what does Colapinto have? I don't think he has anything for us. We are flying in a straight line, and here comes the DRS. And we are flying past the Argentine. No problems there. And at the beginning of lap 4, we are in P14. So we have made a good start to this race. Up next, our rival, I almost said teammate, no, Antonelli up next. Here comes Colapinto. He didn't want to give it up, but he doesn't have the grip that we have, or doesn't have the speed, it seems. And there's a bit of a train forming here in front of Antonelli. And we just need to be crucial. We can't take any prisoners. We just have to go for the moves whenever they present themselves. And that way we are gonna make the most of it. So he has the Aston Martins in front of him. Antonelli also trying to regain some of the lost ERS here. It's not easy around Baku. Tires starting to slide a little bit. Not really noticeable just yet. The tires are doing fine. Here we go. Let's see, what do we have up against Antonelli? DRS open. And we are fast. Look at this. In the slipstream and with the DRS, even without using ERS, we're catching up to him. Alright. We just need to find our way past him, and that should be fine then. But it's stagnating a little bit right now. It seems like, who is that in front of Stroll? I think that might be Hulkenberg. in front of Lance.
Okay, mate, Antonelli's ahead of you. Right, here we go. Let's look to get past quickly and put them on the back foot.
I really wish Mark wouldn't be like yapping away when we're in the middle sector where there's so many corners and in the braking zones and all of that great stuff that we know racing drivers absolutely despise.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Alright, that's good to know. But they are starting to, you know, show themselves. We need to see if we can get a good exit and maybe we can set up Antonelli down the start-finish straight. Let's see what we can do. This is not where we should be using the energy though. Alright, let's get a blast going here. Let's see if we can get the drive on him. But he has the slipstream on Stroll. I think he might be going for a move here. Here we go. Look at this. Lance defending into turn 1. And how are they going to figure this out? Quite nicely, actually. Let's see if we can get Lance here. He gets the DRS, but we have the slipstream as well. Or what? Not quite able to do anything there. Ooh, almost turned into the wall. This is very high intensity racing here. I haven't done this for many days at this level where I have to concentrate this much. Whoa! Big slide. Tires starting to feel it. We have so much more pace we could actually burn off. Oh, touch of the wall there. We need to be careful. But we're using up our tires behind Stroll here. It's not really the way I want to go about things. We're only on lap 6 as well. So these tires might not be able to go longer than, I want to say maybe 9 or 10 laps before we need to look at a pit stop. But it's going to be really difficult to get past these two because they're going to be tag teaming each other for pretty much the rest of the race, I think, if it goes on like this. Here we go. Let's see what Stroll can do. I don't think Antonelli has the DRS, so he's going to be vulnerable heading into turn 1. We close right up to them. And Antonelli is going to be a sitting duck heading into turn 3. So if we can get on the back of Stroll here, we could maybe slip through as well. Not quite. Antonelli defending quite heavily. Let's see if we can send it on Stroll here. Oh, we're too far back. I had a think, but he got a better drive than I thought. Could be thinking about an alternative strategy. I'm not quite sure. Do I have a new set? I don't have an extra set of hearts, unfortunately. I only have mediums. And they're not going to be able to take me that far. We might just have to brave it out behind Stroll here. Hopefully he boxes soon, but he's on the hard tyre as well, so I wouldn't gamble on it. Oh, almost losing the car there. But it's really difficult to save up the ERS. We're starting to lose some pace now. Antonelli has caught back up to the drivers in front of him again. But yeah, things are getting a little bit tricky now. We're kind of stuck at the moment.
We're approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums.
Yeah. Oh, braking a little bit late there. Oh, avoiding the wall. Barely though. Lapse of concentration. Come on, I need to switch on. I wonder when we are boxing. We're set to box around lap 10. Alright. Tyres definitely also feel like I could go for a pit stop now soon. Let's try and save some ERS here and maybe get on the back of Stroll a little bit easier. Ooh, almost touching the wall there. Yeah, the tyres are going off big time now. Oh, it's really difficult at the moment. We need to see if we can maybe overcut these guys. Oh, but with these tyres, it's not looking likely. Oh, we might actually have lost DRS here on Stroll. That is a bit of a blunder from me. Or did we make it in? We just made it back into the DRS window. Ollie has made it past Colapinto behind, which is good. Really good. A couple of drivers boxing. That was one of the Williams drivers. Didn't see who. It's really difficult right now to actually put the power down. Car's sliding quite a lot. We might need to make an early pit stop. What do we have remaining? We have... oh my days. The fact that these tyres are not holding up better is a little bit scary for when we're going on to the mediums. They're going to drop off quicker. Why on earth? 50%. We're not overheating. We might be in tyre trouble here again, much like we were back in Austria. And this time it could be critical.
Pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap.
I'll see what an early pit stop can do for us. Can't promise anything, but we're gonna try it regardless. It might actually help us because we're stuck behind these drivers right now. Stroll, I can catch up to him, but I can't get past him, mainly because he has the DRS from Antonelli. Let's see if any of these guys boxes. If they don't, then we box. We box opposite to them. Okay, we're boxing. There was a few drivers in the pits there, but it wasn't a whole lot.
Okay, forget the targets for now. We've got to focus on the pit stop.
Ollie's in as well. No. Why?
Okay, go, go, go. Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one.
We almost jumped Alonso there.
You only have to stop once now. One stop left.
Here we go. Let's see if we can get on the back of him pretty quickly. Maybe work things out. Oh.
This is our true place here. They've pitted as well, so we've got to warm up our tyres and get the most out of it. Come on.
All right, all right. Yeah, so we end up costing Ollie once again. It's also ridiculous that the team doesn't pit him one lap later then. When I said I was coming in, they could just have told me to continue for one more lap. I would have been perfectly fine with doing so. I mean, I wouldn't have been happy, but it works better than this. He lost a position to Colapinto, which he now has to regain once again. Oh my days. Almost making a clumsy move there into the wall. Alonso struggling. He's on hard tyres as well. We need to make the most of it. Alright, let's see what we can do. We should be able to get past him because he doesn't have the DRS. Here we go. And let's see if this change in strategy has helped us any way. Oh, I wasn't sure which way he was defending. That's why I made the move very, very late. Here we go. Oh, there's a bunch of drivers like tangled up here just ahead. I don't know who that is. That is Russell ahead of us.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
Fernando trying to come back at us. But not really working for him. We need to see if we can catch up to the back of Russell now.
Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 2.8 seconds.
I'll do my best. I'll do my best. No worries. But now we have some clean air. Hopefully we're able to utilize these mediums in a way such that we can actually, you know, gain some spots, gain
the car
some
ahead's coming to fit
time.
the mediums. Car ahead now running medium tyres.
That's fine. I was expecting that as well. We are catching up slowly but surely. Charles Leclerc with the fastest lap as we almost run into the wall. Verstappen instantly bests him. Gonna have to use a little bit of ERS. It's so difficult, man. In front it is Sainz, and I'm not quite sure who else. But we have jumped a couple of drivers because Hulkenberg was in front of us before we stopped. So we have jumped a couple of drivers in the pit sequence. We're up into 12th. We're potentially looking at a points, almost at podium spot. As I meant to say points, paying position here in front of us. Carlos Sainz getting overtaken by George Russell.
Okay, mate. Alonso behind you now. We want to keep them behind, please. This is super critical for our strategy.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. Especially if we get within DRS range of Sainz, which we should do on this lap. Hopefully. Still 1.2 seconds behind. We're going to use a little bit of energy to try and catch up to him. And now we are within striking distance of the Spaniard. Here we go. Let's see if we can have him. But he probably also has the DRS on Russell in front of him, so it's not going to be as easy. But it's going to make defending from Alonso a lot easier. Yuki Tsunoda with the fastest lap.
Tsunoda's just set the fastest lap of the race.
That is surprising. Another couple of drivers making their first stops, and that promotes us into P10 at this stage in the race. Lap 13, we have quite the distance to go yet, but things are going well at the moment. Now I do fear that we are going to get stuck behind Sainz this time, which is a little bit annoying.
Okay, stand by. We see a problem our end and we're looking into it.
Oh no. Oh no. Don't say that, Mark. Tell me what it is. Hopefully we don't have an engine failure coming our way.
I can confirm it's an issue with our engine, I'm afraid.
No! No! What is the issue? Tell me, man! What are you doing? Is he not going to tell me what it is?
Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 1.6
No.
seconds.
I don't care. Tell me what's wrong with my car. Oh, I can feel that we're down on power. What is wrong with it? Tell me.
Okay, mate, I'm afraid we didn't quite get what we needed there, but
Oh
let's
my
not worry about
days.
it. Get your head down now, chin up, and let's focus right until the checkered flag.
Let me ask what's wrong with the car. Shut your gob and let me ask. Oh, yeah, you can definitely see it in a straight line.
Systems all looking good. Head down.
I'm not sure I agree, Mark. It looks as if we're down on power.
Good news, it looks like the fault's been fixed. Let's go.
Oh my days, it was a temporary issue. Alright, let's see if we can get back past Alonso. Now that the issue has fixed itself. What a useless engineer. Oh, it probably was the battery because it felt like it drained quite quickly. Alright, let's see if we can get back past Alonso. Shh. Oh my days, what is going on? I don't think it's fixed itself. What are you talking about? It felt like the rear tires just seized up there. What on earth happened there? The engine braking absolutely killed everything there. It felt like. What is the tire wear looking like? Oh my days, it is horrendous. Still no safety
Tyres are
car.
degrading fast. We can change strategy if you want. Check your MFD for details. Copy.
Sure. We're stopping earlier. I think we might have an issue with the
We're
battery.
approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums.
Oh my days, the car is over rotating now.
At the moment, the car behind is lapping faster than us by around a second a lap.
You don't say. He's saying the most useless information all the time. Of course he's lapping faster than us. We just came out of an engine failure. Of course he's going to be faster than us. Oh my days, man. Horrendously stupid.
Okay, gap to the car ahead, 3.1 seconds.
We're going to have to catch Alonso in the pit stop sequence. Because at the moment we're not able to catch him. Look at this. I mean... the over-rotation is killing me. What is going on? It's not overheating. I'm well aware that tyre wear is insane. It's not that bad. On the exceeding track limits. Okay, now we're just getting absolutely dunked on by everyone. We're gonna have to drag these tires like through hell and back to actually make it to the end. Otherwise we're gonna have to make 2 more stops. And I do not wish to do that. The ERS is hopeless. I can't get it under control.
Okay, the car ahead's pulling away from you at a rate of around 2 seconds a lap.
I can't put the power down. Because it just spins up the rear. I'm barely putting any power into the throttle. And it's just lighting up the rear. Forget it, Antonelli. Oh my days! Don't move under braking!
Come on, you can win that place back.
He's just sliding across as he goes into the braking zone. I can't change directions, man. I've noticed that how the AI does this all the time. It's so annoying. We're down to 12th now. Points are not looking likely. so much oversteer with these tyres. We're going to be a sitting duck to Hulkenberg going down the straight. Oh. Alright, we have 10 laps to go. I'm not quite sure how long we've taken these tyres, but I'm thinking about maybe taking them until lap 19 if that is possible. We might be slow, but that's just the sacrifice that we're going to have to make in order to actually make it to the end, I think.
In this lap, push now.
Oh my days. Why on earth did he go for the
You're
move
losing
there?
2 seconds a lap to the car behind, 2 seconds.
He was very clearly not alongside
Green
me.
flag.
Who was that? Oh my days, I might have killed one of the Astons. Yeah, Stroll out of the race. I killed Lance Stroll. No. Oh, there goes the front wing. Yeah. Lovely. Chaotic race. It's not going to help.
Okay, be careful with the front wing. You've taken some minor damage. Okay, gap to the car in front, 4.3 seconds.
Whoops. Yeah, we might accidentally have killed Stroll in this race. Gonna have to send a apology gift basket to the Aston Martin garage for that one. The car is not drivable at the moment. It's wheel spinning in 4th gear, it's wheel spinning in sometimes in 5th gear. It's horrendous. And it's mainly due to the tyre wear. Now, the front wing we can live with. We can live with the damage that we do have.
Box, box, box.
Do I want a box? 9 laps? We're not going to make it, that's the problem. We have to go another lap. Yeah, we're going to have to go another lap.
The car ahead of you's just fitted the hard tyres. Car ahead now on the hard compound.
It's Ollie. Yeah, we're not going to fight him. We're going to let him go through. Hopefully, maybe he can score some points. The medium tyre, I mean, I'm not surprised at I am surprised of the tyre wear. I'm not surprised that the medium tyres are lasting this short of a stint because...
We're seeing dangerously high levels of wear now. Please look after them or consider boxing for a fresh set.
I'm not surprised that the medium tyres could only go like... What is this? 8 laps before... Well, ideally 6 laps before being completely destroyed, because the Haas just has incredible, like horrendously bad tyre wear management.
Take care, our data's indicating high levels of tyre wear at this stage.
I don't care. I know that the tyres are absolutely like bloodshot. I'm not gonna... What can I do? I mean, the setups, I find, they just make it worse.
Box this lap, please. Box this lap.
It's like driving on... Oh my days, what are you doing? Liam Lawson, you psychopath. That's someone on my inside and he goes around the outside in that corner. That's suicide almost. Oh my days. What is he doing? Crazy idiot, man. Let me get away from that. Yeah, nah, the tyre wear is just horrendous on this car for some reason. I don't know what it is.
Okay, let's go now. Come on. Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that.
I just can't seem to fix it.
Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
Oh my, why is it not slowing down? Cold tyres, I suppose. So we have to make it 7 laps before... Oh, why? Oh my days. It's just not slowing down. I broke the front wing, of course. I do have to take that into account. Yeah, now the tire wear has been the problem for this car pretty much ever since we started the series. It is a well-known factor about the Haas as well, though. I mean, if you remember back in the day when Grosjean and Magnussen drove for Haas, the big problem wasn't the pace of the car, it was just that it absolutely chewed through the tires.
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on.
During the races that they couldn't keep the positions they qualified in. It wasn't as much of a problem in, what was that, 2018. It started happening at the beginning of 2019.
Ollie's in the pits. Ollie in the pits now.
So the Haas is just notoriously bad on tires, and that is the main problem we are experiencing, which I hate it, to say it politely. And Ollie makes it out in front of us. But yeah, this race, I think points is a wishful thinking. It's not gonna happen, not in this Grand Prix. It's back down to earth for us here at Haas, and on the back of the podium it stings a little bit. It stings quite a bit, I do have to say. Oh my days, we almost crashed into the wall. The car just doesn't want to stop at all. What? Tire wear is already skyrocketing. Oh my days.
The car behind's just boxed for mediums. Car behind on the medium tyre now.
I want to see if I can catch up to Hulkenberg. And maybe help our teammate out a little bit. Protect him if possible. But it's not easy. Let's burn off some of this energy. Hopefully we can get closer. He does have the DRS, unfortunately. So that does make it a little bit more tricky. Some more drivers into the pits. And that was Liam Lawson. Ollie in P12 now. Not sure if there's any more drivers yet to box. If so, we are going to play the biggest team game here that we possibly can and try and help him out, get a point or two.
Okay, mate, lap times are a little erratic at the moment. Let's try and close up the difference between them.
Slowly but surely catching Hulkenberg. It's not by much, but it is steady progress. It's probably not going to be on this lap if I could... Oh, we track extend there a little bit. That wasn't according to planned. He says no rain, but is there going to be a splash of rain? Those clouds look very heavy in the distance. Let's see. Any more drivers who wish to pit? No.
Okay, gap ahead, 2.1 seconds.
Nope.
The car behind is dropping back by about 3/10 a lap. Well done.
And the fact that Hulkenberg has DRS on Ollie is helping him maintain the gap to us. It's really difficult because we are closing up to him through the twisty bits ever so slightly, but then on the straights he just pulls away. A little bit annoying, unfortunately. Here we go, 2 seconds is the gap now. And Colapinto is also arriving shortly, I think. At least looks like it. Oh, as we touch the wall there once again. Yeah, 1.9 seconds on this lap. Overall, over the course of a lap, it's around a tenth that we're gaining on Hulkenberg. It's not much, but it is something.
Gap to your teammate ahead, 3.1 seconds.
3.1 seconds, alright. The tyres are slowly starting to fade now. We are catching Hulkenberg now. He's lost a bit of touch with
And
Ollie.
gap to the car in front, 1.7 seconds.
Might actually be able to close him down here towards the end. That would be something. At least, if we could get a battle established just before the end. What does the tyre wear look like? It's okay at the moment. It's nothing too serious. But especially this last corner I find very difficult. Take a lot of curb there. 1.5 is the gap now, so we closed him down by more on this lap. That is also due to him not having DRS. Let's see if we can't get him before the end. The tyres are really falling off now. Whew. But yeah, Baku wasn't the place where we were going to continue our point scoring trend, unfortunately. Which really... well, that's frustrating, to say it politely. I think is a good way of actually saying it. I'd hoped for more. But now we just have to prep for arguably my favorite Asian track. That obviously being the Singapore Grand Prix. And we can maybe look forward to snatching some more points there. Would be nice if that was a possibility. Yeah, we're not really able to close Hulkenberg down here. It was a good race anyway, yeah. Well, yeah, considering that we started last, I mean... I guess if you look at it that way, yes, it's been a good race, but obviously had hoped for maybe 1 or 2 points, but wasn't to be, unfortunately. But we'll get them next time, as they say. But yeah, thankfully Colapinto behind also hasn't been able to hunt us down. That has also really helped the situation. The fact that we've just been able to focus on whatever is going on in front of us. We are closing in on Hulkenberg ever so slightly here the last couple of laps. So maybe if we put it all together on the last lap, we could get him, but I'm cautiously optimistic. Yeah, the car's sliding too much now. Yeah, it's not going to be possible, unfortunately. Last corner, it's really difficult to get traction. We're going to have to live with P14 here today. No points, unfortunately. And on a rare occasion, our teammate actually beats us in a race.
Oh, great stuff. You hit that target. Really good job.
Which,
Okay, you've just started the final lap of the race. Final lap.
which obviously doesn't happen all that often, that Ollie actually beats us.
Okay, you're losing a small amount of time to the car behind. Let's keep pushing.
Yeah, it's fine. Oh, we're going into the wall if we don't watch out. Yeah, the car is just not able to accept any low throttle input. It just wants to spin in that case. But it is what it is. We learn from these things, but Max Verstappen takes yet another victory in securing, or in the hunt to try and secure his, what would this be? This would be his 5th title, if he were to win it. So, really putting the pressure on. I have no idea where Norris finished. And we complete a very difficult Grand Prix. Once again, tyre wear. It's just not the thing for us. It's our biggest kryptonite. And I overfueled the car massively as well. But yeah, P14 at the end of the day. Not the way I would have wanted things to go.
And that's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
That's unfortunate. But hey, it was a good day. Fernando Alonso, driver of the day. I don't even know where he finished.
You've heard this one before. Max Verstappen takes the victory.
There,
I mean, it
Red
looked like
Bull
they were in
go.
a different category at points during the race, led every lap. I mean, what more can we say?
And Hamilton in P3. Did Leclerc potentially finish P2 then? Because that would obviously be really good for Ferrari. But here we
All
go.
that hard work, all that graft on track, now being rewarded as they make their way onto the podium.
And yeah,
Max Verstappen has been here before. Another win in Formula One.
double Ferrari podium. Leclerc comes home in P2, Hamilton in P3. So they, depending on where Tsunoda finished, they actually had a really good day in the Constructors' Championship as well. Might even close in on Red Bull. I'm not even sure where McLaren is in all of it. Yeah, Fernando in a tractor. I'm pretty sure he finished in the points, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong.
And with that, we wrap up another weekend
No,
of motorsport.
he finished in the
Well, with
points.
more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
So the tractor finishes P9, and speaking of tractors, we finish P14. Ollie in P12, so once again, relatively close to points. He's not that many spots off. And yeah, Lance Stroll, unfortunately, didn't survive the interaction with myself. Oh well. At least the car is decent in the F1 games. Well, it's not this year's game. You have to remember, this is last year's Aston Martin, but I do see what you mean. I mean, this year's Aston Martin, prior to the Hungarian Grand Prix update, oh my days, that was truly a tractor. It was the tractor of all times. And but it seems like they have fixed it now. It looks like, at least according to what happened at Hungary. So maybe they have fixed things. Speaking of fixing things, we have a whole slew of upgrades arriving. There we go, yes. And then we have a main plane upgrade for the rear wing. Hopefully we... why? And right on race day as well. So we do have to redevelop that one, unfortunately. Let's see. There we go. And we have... Oh, we have so many resource points. What does it want us to develop? I don't want to develop durability. No, thank you. Because we're not gonna find any use for it. Is this a major? This is a major upgrade. It's one of two upgrades we can actually do. This is a minor upgrade. What about the chassis? We don't quite have enough for the engine cover in weight distribution. Neither the improved energy store cells nor the roll dampeners. What about downforce? Front wing, and then we have the front wing flap profile. Yeah, I don't know what. I kind of want to develop something on the chassis, but I don't quite have enough resource points. Would mean I would have to wait until we've completed a little bit of practice. But Ollie has started some developments. We still have some developments ourselves. And up next is going to be Singapore. And hopefully, I'm crossing my fingers, hopefully we can have a good race weekend there. And at the moment, I mean, a good race result for Ferrari. It takes them closer to Red Bull in the Constructors' Championship. But a very strong weekend for Max Verstappen kind of saves it all. McLaren are pretty much done and dusted. They are running away with things. 1 point away from scoring 500 points. And in the Drivers' Championship, Max Verstappen takes a huge step in the right direction. So he is putting the hammer down. And for us, I mean, we have twice as many points as Carlos Sainz at the moment. And I do not see Sainz finding, 60 points in the last couple of races, last 7 Grand Prix. So I don't think that's happening. But yeah, a one-off from us. Last time we didn't finish in the points was back in Austria. And before that we had, obviously, Imola, Miami and Saudi, where we didn't score points. And Japan as well, we didn't score points. So more often than not, we actually do finish in the points, which obviously is a lovely trend. It just hurts a little bit more whenever it doesn't work out then. But as I said, we'll come back stronger. Favorite Asian circuit coming up, and also my favorite street track coming up in Singapore. And that is for round 18, so I'm very much looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to see what kind of performance our car has on a track like Singapore. But that is going to have to wait until next episode. So yeah, I think we're gonna end it here. And I want to say thank you to everyone who decided to watch the live stream live. as it should be. That is where you can enjoy the majority of these streams, is obviously if you watch them live. And if you want to make sure you don't miss whenever I go live again, make sure that you hit the subscribe and you turn on notifications. That way you're not going to miss anything. And if you do, it's your own fault. But yeah, we're gonna cut it off here, I think. It was good to watch. That's good to hear. Make sure, if you enjoyed today's race, despite the result and despite everything that happened, and despite the fact that we partook in the partial murder of Lance Stroll midway through the Grand Prix, make sure to leave a like, because it does show the support. And yeah, I can only say again, make sure to subscribe. It also shows support. And for your own sake, so you don't miss it next time, if you missed it today, you came in late maybe, make sure to turn on notifications. But I'm going to leave it there. I want to say once again thank you to everyone who watched live. I also want to say thank you to whoever decided to watch in post. That also helps quite a lot. It also shows support. But yeah, until we see each other again, I wish you all a blessed day, wherever in the world you are watching from. And goodbye.